It's your boy Philadelphia Freeway, the bearded legend himself.
Philadelphia Freeway is a platinum-selling artist from North Philadelphia.
For example, the whole J. Cole situation when he had the diss record put out, right, and he reneged on it. Is that hip hop?
Shout out to J. Cole. That's my brother. I got a lot of respect for him, but I don't agree with that.
When you think about legacy, do you think that will hurt J. Cole in the long run, or it may possibly help him because of the type of image he's projecting as an artist?
I mean, I think it depends on who's looking at the situation.
Just heard the new release of Drake. Ross just released something.
I feel like Drizzy went crazy. Like, Ross, my man, his joint was cool.
Do you have to leave to make it out of Philadelphia?
You gotta get out of Philly. They'll shoot somebody and do a song about it. Just to be successful, you gotta leave your city.
With understanding that, like certain things may be haram, things that you're not supposed to partake in. Have you ever had to deal with anything that may have been immoral?
Certain things I would never do because I'm Muslim. Liquor sponsorship, things of that nature.
In hip hop, where should you draw the line? Is there a line that you do not cross?
It used to be, but what's going on in 2024 is outrageous. Like, people talking about people's kids, people's mothers, like, saying very hurtful things. Like, nowadays, people is crossing every line. So I was diagnosed with kidney failure. They cut my chest open, put a permacaf in it, and I was doing dialysis from that day all the way to February 5th, 2019, when I received my gift of life, my new kidney. My son passed away in 2020. My daughter passed away in 2021 from cancer. And when she was fighting cancer, I was able to go on my phone and show her, like, look, baby, I dealt with this before.
I got money on my mind, I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line, unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily, all I want is dubs, you know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper, all I know is run, money marathon.
Capital Gains.
Peace, everybody. Welcome back to another great episode of Capital Gains Podcast. And this is where we have real conversations with real people in real time. I am one of your hosts, DJ Bay, also known as Official Trust Fund Baby. This is my co-host.
You already know it's Peter Parker, CEO of Digital Billionaires, Director of the Year. You already know what it is, man.
And we have a special guest in the building, a Philadelphia legend.
I'm going to do my own intro, you trust fund, baby. You got it. Look, it's your boy Philadelphia Freeway, the bearded legend himself. We in the building, you already know.
Hey, let's get it.
Fresh off that new single drop yesterday or the day before, because we had another day. Freezer, the first lead single off the Stimulus Package 2 with me and Jake 1. And it's all love. We in here.
Free, man. I just want to say I appreciate you for coming out, bro, man. Like, bro, first of all, it's like I don't even know where to go because in the last 24 hours, it's been crazy, bro.
I appreciate you too, bro. We just put some. Last 24 hours been crazy, but the last 5-6 hours for us was crazy. We just shot like 5 videos,
bro. And the crazy thing is, bro, like, and I was, I had the privilege of hearing the album, bro, and I'm just like, no bullshit. I told you, bro, like, bro, this might be one of your best joints, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Like, I'm talking about well put together, beat selection, the bars is, bro. I done rewinded one joint at least 5-6 times when I first heard it.
That's what's
and
up.
I don't even do that no more. Like, that's dead. I'm just running through. All right, cool. We're going to shoot the content.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me because we work hard on it,
That's a fact. Even one joint, I said, bro, he might bring hip-hop back, nigga, with this one verse, bro. Real rap.
No, I was fortunate enough to hear part of the project today as well. And just like how we talking about how rap is today, is you appreciate that it's still people who take time in order to structure out their lyrics, make sure that the listener, the community actually understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like it's like a lost art right now. And so I appreciate real MCs, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I just stick to the script, man. I make the music that I feel and that I feel good about, and alhamdulillah, 9 times out of 10, everybody else feel the same way, so.
When I think of Freeway, the word that comes to my head is longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you feel like you've been able to withstand the test of time when I feel like a lot of people around in your era have, some have went up, but a lot of people have went down due to maybe egos or different things. Like, how have you been able to stand the test of time and still have these relationships with all these great people?
I mean, just staying true to myself, man, being a man of my word. As far as like moving around, moving throughout the world, getting booked for shows and everything, people know if they pay me to do a job, I'm going to be there. I'm be on time. I'm going to do my job. It ain't going to be no whole bunch of BS. Basically moving throughout this world, treating people how I want to be treated And a lot of those things come from Islam. You know, my foundation is Islam first and foremost. So, you know, a lot of my behaviors and the way that I move and the way that I interact with people come from Islam.
That's dope. So when you speak about like your relationship, like how important is it? Because I know, you know, a lot of times I ain't gonna say go out of your way, but you really go above and beyond to really have great relationships with certain people. Where that, you saying that come from Islam?
Yeah, like you supposed to be treat people how you want to be treated. Sometimes you treat people a little better, man. In Islam we get blessings. Like I get a blessing just for smiling at y'all, and you know, having good mannerisms and these things better you. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I know I'm getting blessings for it, I'm going to do it. It take more energy to be mean and more energy to be evil and treat people fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just try to treat people how I want to be treated.
I have a question for you, and it just dawned on me. I understand. I have I'm coming from Detroit, so Dearborn, we have a large Arab population.
Yeah, for sure.
And I have a lot of family that participate in Islam, and I participate in the Moorish movement when I was younger. So
you got the beard. You know,
He already had
you like a quarter there.
when with understanding that, you know, like certain things may be haram, and you know that, well, you know, for people who don't know, things that you're not supposed to partake in. So how have you ever had any situations like that with the industry? Because we are seeing a lot of crazy things coming about in the year 24. Have you ever had to deal with anything that may have been, you know, like immoral in the music industry that you didn't want to align with?
A lot of times, a lot of things I get approached with opportunities, and certain things I would never do because I'm Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Like liquor sponsorships and stuff of that, things of that nature. You know, it's a lot of things that I definitely won't touch because of that, you know.
And do you feel like, because some people may be like, that's limiting, because you look at all these rappers who actually are endorsing other alcohol deals, and you know, like some people be like, well, this may be money that I'm missing because I'm partaking in this one particular religion.
Yeah.
How do you like combat that mindset?
I already do enough, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, just being a man, and like we all sin, like, you know what I'm saying, we all sinners, but the best of us is those who repent. I already do enough sinning, so I'm not going to add nothing on to it just for a monetary gain. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get what's meant for me anyway, you know what I'm saying. So I done passed up a lot of money for liquor sponsorships and stuff like that, but I don't even think twice about it. You know.
So when it comes to like going through things, bro, and like on this podcast, we like to talk about how to get through certain things, because a lot of people going through a lot of things, especially last year. Last year was a hard year for a lot of people, and you know, knowing your story, I know you went through a lot of trials and tribulations, and you've always seen to overcome them and have your head held high. But some of the things you've been through it'd be so crazy that some people couldn't even survive it. So what's the secret to that? You know what I mean?
Man, just having faith in God and having connection with God. Like, before I was faced with a lot of these trials, I already had the connection with God. I already was praying 5 times a day. When I was diagnosed with kidney failure, before I was diagnosed, when I got the call to get to the hospital, the first thing I did was go to the masjid, and I prayed and I asked God to help me deal with the situation. I went to the hospital. I was diagnosed with kidney failure. They cut my chest open, put a permacaf in it, and I was doing dialysis from that day all the way to February 5th, 2019, when I received my gift of life, my new kidney. My son passed away in 2020. My daughter passed away in 2021 from cancer. And when she was fighting cancer, like, I remember she first got her first operation on her back. And when she was, like, going through it, when she awoke from the operation, and some of the things that she was dealing with, I've been through before, like being as though I had a kidney transplant. So I was able to go on my phone and show her, like, look, baby, I dealt with this before. Like, you know, so I feel like a lot of the things that I went through prepared me for things that I had to go through after that. You know what I'm saying? And just keeping that connection with God and keeping that faith and believing, you know, Allah's promise that he's not going to put nothing on us that we can't handle. I believe in that wholeheartedly, you know, and it's helped me. Don't get it wrong. Like, earlier this morning I was going through it. I was listening to something in my phone from my daughter, and it had me in tears. I had my days, man. Anything could, like, set it off. A song, a smell, anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I lost my dad in 2022 from dementia. We all lived together. We all was in the same house, So when I go to that house, none of them are there anymore, So it's rough. But having that connection with God and being able to lean on God is, I believe, the main reason that got me through.
See, I know you reference your kids a lot in that album,
Yeah.
and I know you do a lot for community.
Mm-hmm.
Speak to some of the things that you've been doing in the Philadelphia community.
I founded Freedom Thinkers Academy, which is music, health, education, and culture. On the music side, you see what I'm doing. We got the Stimulus Package 2 coming. Just dropped the first single, Freezer. Just shot a bunch of crazy visuals with you for some of the other songs on the project. On the health side, I have a partnership with Gift of Life. I have a partnership with One Legacy. I work with the National Kidney Foundation. And part of my own foundation, Freedom Thinkers Academy, I travel around the world spreading awareness about kidney health. We preach prevention. We want people to get their blood work done at least once a year, because your blood work will be the main thing that lets you know what's going on in your body. I had 3 risk factors for kidney failure, one being type hypertension, another one being diabetes, and surprisingly, just being African American is a risk factor. I had 3 risk factors. I was still unaware that it could happen to me, so I just want to give people the knowledge, so they can have a fighting chance. So that's what we're doing on the health side. On the education side, we have some workforce development programs. In Philadelphia, I partner with OIC, and in Delaware, I partner with the Community Education Building, and we provide these courses for people to take. So they sign up for the courses, they take the course, they graduate, get the certification, and we assist them in getting jobs. We have phlebotomy, we have medical billing and coding, we have medical tech, and we have audiovisual engineering. We just had an audiovisual engineering class passed the class in OIC last Friday, and we're having a graduation April 26th with both cohorts. They just graduated. Our last phlebotomy class that graduated, it was 13 students. We have 100% graduation rate, and before they graduated, each student had a job. So that's my way of giving back to the community. In my city, our city, Philadelphia, it's a lot of violence and negativity going on. Like the other day, some young boys, 15 years old, just shot up the masjid. So I feel like if we provide them with this opportunity to take this course and get the certification and start working versus being in the streets, risking your life, doing all this crazy stuff, they're going to take the proper choice. And, we've been having a great success rate, and I'm very proud of it.
When you came up, bro, I feel like the streets was different. It was more
Most definitely.
respect.
It was honor. It was respect. Like, people was still street, but we had respect. Like, ain't nobody gonna shoot nobody while their mom there or while kids are there, or like, you know what I'm saying? If you had a problem with somebody, you would try your best to handle that with that person, versus like shooting the crowd up and doing all this crazy stuff that's going on right now.
And it's like a lot of my homies in Philly is Muslim, right? And salute to them guys, because I grew up with a lot of Muslims, and they taught me so much. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and my whole thing is like, one thing is like, you can't kill another Muslim, you can't hurt, like, that's your brother, can't. Right? And it's like, when you see something like shooting up the masjid, it really hurt, because it was like, damn, bro, like, when did we get to that?
That's crazy, bro. Don't get me wrong. Like, none of them behaviors are acceptable, what I just said. Like, being in the streets, and none of that stuff is acceptable. But we speak in reality. And, like, we grew up in the ghetto, so some of those things happen to us because of our environment. But you got to try your best to be a good person, man. Like, these people out here doing all this stuff for nothing. Like, a lot of these beefs and these shootouts and stuff is about nothing. About somebody said something about you, or somebody stepped on your foot, or somebody took somebody's girl, and all this stuff. And the consequences on the day of judgment is going to be tremendous for us, man. That's why we got to try our best to do the best that we can.
Well, it take more people like you, because like this is one thing that I always tell people that I love about Islam, because I watch them circulate money within their community, and they know how to support one another. And even with you doing that, even though it's people who may not all participate in Islam, you are still pouring back into the community, and those are the things that we don't have, because it's not a lot of centers and a lot of things that music done changed. it's not all these places for the children to go no more. So food didn't change. So our whole environment has adjusted, which has caused the mindset to change. So it causes for it to be fathers, people with the proper mindset, people who have some type of moral ground in order to pour back into the community. So it was like, we need more people who doing what you're doing for real.
Yeah, I mean, don't get it wrong. Like, you know, the news and social media tend to focus on the negativity in Philadelphia. You know, some young boy shot up one of the masjids. And it's a masjid that I attend, Philadelphia Masjid. I just spoke at that masjid like 2 weeks ago. You know, I gave a small lecture there 2 weeks ago. But we got to shine a light on the positive things that's going on in Philadelphia. Like, shout out to the brothers at Sunan Nabawiyah Germantown Masjid. They have a whole community that's thriving. Like, you know, they have businesses, they have properties that people live in. They have their whole little community. It's like their own ecosystem. So we do have some good things going on in Philadelphia, but, you know, with the news and the media, the negativity always outshines the positivity.
And I do want to shout out my guy Jack Frost too, cause
yeah, shout out Jack Frost.
He be
you
doing
know,
his thing, man.
he been doing it for years too. You know, and alhamdulillah, what he's doing is beautiful for the community, and it's beautiful for him. You know, I pray that you know, Allah allows him to receive all his blessings for everything that he's doing. I mean,
what I noticed is, bro, you've been traveling the world, you've been moving around a lot, bro. You one of the few artists I feel like, you know, we had this joke and shit like yo, Free gonna get booked in China, Free gonna get booked in all these different countries. Like, you know, how was you able to be so?
A couple countries. I've been to Japan. That's the closest I've been to China.
What's your favorite place that you went to then?
My favorite place I've been to in the world is Saudi Arabia, you know, because I'm Muslim, and, you know, the history and being able to, you know, walk the same streets that the Prophet, peace be upon him, walked, you know, did something to me. You know, it meant a lot to me. I was able to visit there twice, alhamdulillah, and I pray that I get to go again. But as far as music, and I love Miami. I like Miami. I like Japan was nice. Like, it was, I didn't even really feel racism in Japan. Like, it was like everybody was friendly. I don't know if it's because I'm a star, but I got a lot of good vibes there. I like the Carolinas. I like Chicago. I like Detroit. You know, I like New Orleans. New Orleans always. Last time I was in New Orleans, they was like, Free, man, if you ever had to go on a run, you got anybody in here let you hide in their house. That meant a lot to me, man. You know, that really, you know, that meant a lot. Even though I'm never, you know, inshallah, I'll never be in any of those situations. But, you know, to get that type of love from your fans 20-something years later means a lot.
Well, I'm interested. So 20-something years later, when you go out of the country, what song do, like, they go crazy for?
I got the big three. They talking about the big three. I got the big three. Rock the mic, flip sides, and what we do.
And they go nuts.
They go nuts. One of the craziest things I ever seen was when I was in Japan. We did a rock reunion tour in Japan. It was me and Bleak. And everywhere we went, the crowd was singing every word to the songs, but they couldn't hold a conversation with you.
Yeah.
It was
That's
amazing.
love, though.
That's crazy just to witness, though.
That's when I was in music education. I'm like, they always just tell you, like, music is a universal language.
For sure.
And you really, like, you see that when you see people who don't even speak your language, but they can do exactly what he said. It's like, it's clearly something that's resonating with them. You know, it's something that they feel an attachment to. So that's crazy.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Beautiful experience.
So how you feel about the state of hip hop right now?
I mean, it's cool. You know, I feel like the type of music that we love is coming back. You know, it's a lot of lyricism going on lately. You know, and I'm feeling it. I love it a lot. But before that, you know, it was what it was. I feel like hip hop is in a state where everybody is doing their own version of hip hop. You know, and if it's hip hop to them in their hearts, then it's hip hop.
Is it hip hop then? No, because, like, for real, bro, because that's like I said, I like real MCs, bro. I've been fortunate enough to interview KRS-One. I know Hakeem.
Yeah,
Hakeem is
Hakeem
in one of my companies, my cannabis company, Hakeem Green.
Yeah, shout out to Hakeem Green,
bro,
too.
so it's like, I know elders, and, like, they done put me around other people. I done seen Meth and Red, man. So I'm like, from what the foundation of what it is versus what it has evolved into, like, it's like a hybrid versus what original rap is, because it's rap, it's hip hop, and then it's pop, And so I'm like, what is it that we're considering hip hop today?
Well, I think people are excited because when he said hip hop is like starting to get a little more exciting because you got people that's getting back into that competitive nature, that competitive culture.
That's where it started.
But like now, I think some Instagram will make you feel like some people will be like, oh well, it's negative or we shouldn't be doing, like, for example, the whole J. Cole situation when he had the diss record put out, right, and he reneged on it. It's like, is that hip hop? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I like shout out to J. Cole. That's my brother. I got a lot of respect for him, but I don't agree with that. This is, like you said, this is hip hop. It's competitive. Like, wasn't nobody trying to kill nobody. Like, what's going on in Philly? Like, they'll shoot somebody and do a song about it. Like, I don't agree with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's violence, people dying behind it, but friendly competition.
Can you go at your homie? Like, you mean?
I mean, it's friendly competition. Like, we used to do that all the time. Like, up the road, I battled everybody. We won at it. Everybody in state property won at it. Like, except for, I don't think me and Mac ever won at it, but like me and everybody else, we went at it. When we in the studio, it was friendly competition. Everybody want to have the best verse. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
So, and playing devil's advocate, when you think about legacy, do you think that will hurt J. Cole in the long run, or it may possibly help him because of the type of image he's projecting as an artist?
I mean, I think it depends on who's looking at the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that might feel, like you said, to help them, and a lot of people probably feel like it hurt them because the essence of hip-hop is competitive, having a competitive nature. So I feel like it's more people that's going to lean towards that, but of course it's going to be some people that appreciate it, that he took the higher road, And what I was saying, like before, when I was saying I feel like hip-hop, everybody doing their own version of hip-hop, I do feel like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if there's a little kid from Albuquerque and he come up with some Albuquerque swag and it's how he feel in his heart and it's hip-hop, it's hip-hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's not a different genre or he's doing different stuff outside of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody got their different versions. Some of it's hot, some of it's not.
A lot of it's not.
So, look, on our way here, we just heard the new release of Drake. Mm-hmm. And then Rick Ross just released something like hot. Or so what's your take on them joints?
Man, I feel like Drizzy went crazy. Like, Drizzy really, like,
5 minutes straight.
5 minutes straight. He didn't do too much talking. It was a lot of bars. It was about bars, and he addressing everybody that was coming at him. So, like, to be able to take that stance and to be able to, go to war with a couple different people, you gotta respect it. Ross joint was cool. Like, Ross, my man. His joint was cool. It was cool. I feel like he could have probably gave him a little more, but he didn't waste no time in addressing it. Like, he addressed it the same day that Drake dropped his joint, so he definitely on top of it. But it's competitive. Like, we haven't seen this in a long time, so everybody's excited.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's good for hip hop. I feel like they did a lot with each other, so I don't feel like it's going to lead to any violence or anything. I just feel like it's going to make people sharper and put people in their job.
Bro, when's the last time, like, we all sat down at the dinner table, I mean, we eating out, and we all getting excited that people releasing records, and that's what I miss about hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, being excited about the next
I was
record.
salty I ain't even had my headphones.
Yeah. He looking for his headphones in the bag, and I'm just like, man, we need that back.
Yeah, for sure.
We can't wait for the next release, and I think...
You heard me? I'm trying to find somebody that this now. Yeah.
No, but that's it. Like, it's just like music is just so impactful. Like, the fact that we can be that emotionally involved just off of like beats, sound.
Yeah,
that's crazy impactful. But even
at the same time, Iran just started bombing Israel.
Yeah, and
like people ain't even paying attention to that. They paying attention to the beef between Drake, Ross, and Kendrick.
But that's all done by design.
It's so crazy because it's two separate worlds, but they clearly intertwine because we know that the music, what's happening with them, doesn't have anything to do with what's happening over there. Mm-hmm. But the way how media will overlap it always get overshadowed. But it's like, we live in an interesting place in an interesting time, and 24 is gonna be great. We about to get a lot of music really fast. It's just because I never seen people drop tracks this quick, bro.
Yeah.
They usually in the studio for a minute prepping for this.
I'm interested to see what how long Kendrick gonna take to respond.
Yo, no,
Because they said both of them had a record. Like, shout out to Joe Buttons. He was talking on his podcast, and he was saying that he heard from a reliable source that both of them was loaded, and both of them joints was crazy. So I'm interested in seeing what Kendrick fired back.
Yeah, Kendrick Jones gonna be crazy though. You know, he animated like a motherfucker.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
The crazy thing with the timing was after Cole bowed out, I just listened to "We Don't Trust You" again, the second one.
This shit's so crazy.
And he on red leather, bro.
It's so crazy. I'm like, damn, is this shit fake? Like, is they like doing this shit? Like, you know what I mean? And then
It's timing, wow.
it's wild, man. Like, even the way Cole bowed out, got out the way so they could really go at it. Like,
It's like if
you think somebody called Cole though? You think it was like a phone call, like a situation where it's like
that's possible, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Aubrey is super strategic, bro.
yeah.
And it's so crazy to watch these relationships flip the way that they are. I wouldn't be surprised if people just had a conversation. It's like, hey, let's run this play, bro.
Yeah.
But it's getting messy though, so I really can't say that.
What's up with the trolling, bro? Like, fame is really a different type of drug,
Yeah.
bro. It's bad out here. Like, people just talking crazy on the internet to different people, and it's just like, is that what the game has come to now, where people just want the clicks and the likes just to say any crazy
It's the
thing?
gift and the curse, man. Like the new social media, internet thing, it's a gift and a curse, man. Like, the gift is you can reach a lot of people through social media. Like, you can really have an impact on your fans. You could really, like, we could sit right here, make a song, and get it out to the world at a push of a button. But the flip side of that is everybody got a voice. Anybody can say anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to have tough skin because people out here are saying anything. Like, when my daughter died, after my son died, somebody was on my page like, what kind of Illuminati shit you got going on? All these people dying around you. Like, that really was offensive to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But people don't
say
know,
anything.
bro. They
Like,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this social media, it gives everybody a voice. And, like, a lot of people be going back and forth arguing with people. It could be a fucking 600-pound person in the basement that can't even do nothing with their life, going back and they getting a rise because you arguing back and forth with them. So my suggestion to artists, be careful, man, and don't feed into all this trolling, man. You gotta, be secure with yourself, and you gotta be able to look past all that stuff.
Yo, in hip hop, bro, where do you draw the line? Like, where should you draw the line? Is there a line in war, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a line that you do not cross?
It used to be, but what's going on in 2024 is outrageous. Like, people saying anything. Like, people talking about people, kids, people, mothers, like, saying very hurtful things. Like, things that would have never, like, you know what I mean? Things that would have never slid back in the day. Like, and I don't want to sound like one of them old heads, like, oh, back in the day, this and that and this, but it's just a fact. Like, back in the day, we had morals and certain things we wouldn't do, and certain lines we wouldn't cross. But nowadays, people was crossing every line.
Do you foresee any of those lines being crossed with this, like with the current state, with everything that's going on with like Drake, Ross, and everything? I don't feel like
That's what I was saying. I don't think, they got a lot of history, and I feel as though they're professional enough to keep it, music. God willing.
Yeah.
It's entertaining, man, and all them guys is rich. Like, they well off. Like,
got too much to lose to be doing stupid shit.
Yeah, got too much to lose, but it's friendly competition is always great.
It's also spins, bro. It's spins.
Yeah, for
This is
sure.
money. It's marketing.
Yeah.
So, yo, coming from Philly, bro, like, man, it's a lot of positive things in the city, but then it's also rough in a lot of parts. Like, how does an artist make it out of Philly? Because, the trend has always been, when you come from Philly, you had this grind about you, right? And when you go to other cities, people love us from Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
At what point do you have to leave to make it out of Philadelphia?
I mean, you got to get out of Philly. You got it. I mean, you just to be successful, any person, any artist, you got to leave a city. Like, there's so much out here. There's so many people that you got to interact with. You gotta leave out of your city. You know what I mean? But if you got something dope, like the state of hip hop is so. If you got a hot song and you get it out there the right way, that shit could take off. Like, you can record that joint in your kitchen, and if it's right, if it sound good, and you get the proper push behind it and marketing, that shit could be gone. Like when I first was trying to get on, you had to have hot music. You had to get in the van. You had to go from city to city. You had to go have lunch with the DJs. You had to go in the club and be with the DJs spinning the records. Like you had to interact with the fans in every city. You had to go to the mall and like let the people know you here. Like nowadays, you could do that shit from your living room, from your kitchen.
What was the thought process and the motivation behind your last project?
Well, the stimulus package too.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm a reality artist, so I talk about things that I see, things that I've been through. So it's a lot of that in this project. And you know, when I went into the project, I was in a mind frame that the stimulus package one was incredible. You know, it was critically acclaimed. We have a lot of fans that love it. So I just wanted to make sure that we topped that, and I feel like we did. And I feel like, you know, I put my heart and soul into it, and it's amazing. And I feel like the world is going to love it, and I can't wait for them to hear it.
I had mentioned that I was listening to you and Sauce Walker track, and you said he was on the album. Who all you got on the album, bro?
I got Conway on the album. I got Sauce Walker on the album. I got P.D. Crack on the album. I got a monster with Black Thought on the album. I got Scolito on the album. Artist that I've been working with for years that's very talented. And I got Symbol on the album.
Damn.
All spitters and everybody spitting, like doing their thing. Like it's amazing. I can't wait for y'all to hear it.
That's gonna be crazy. And when it drop, let the people know.
We looking like early June.
That's a bet. I'm looking forward to that, bro. Because
Yeah,
I'm over here thinking, I'm like, yeah, after what I seen today, I'm like, this is gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
And even speaking about today, bro, we shot a bunch of fire videos, bro, and we were just talking about like how you put records out nowadays in the industry. It's not like it was back in the day. You had to go see the DJs and all that, bro. It's about shooting content now.
It's about that content.
Yeah, people want to see that.
Content is king.
Do you like music? Do you like the way how the music industry has evolved more so now as far as like financially versus what it was when you first came into the industry?
I mean, it's definitely different. You just got to be able to adjust to it. And you can make a lot of money if you do it the right way. Like back in the day, you was set to a standard contract. The label took the majority of the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was getting like, I think probably like 62 cents a record or something like that.
Damn.
Something crazy. Yeah, like, you know, I didn't see a lot
And
of
this
money
before
from
streaming,
album
right?
sales. Yeah, this was before streaming.
Wait, you didn't see money from album sales like that?
I didn't see a lot of money from
Okay.
album sales. I seen money from album sales, but I didn't see it. I seen the majority of my money from touring and being on the road. You know what I'm saying? But
Show money.
the position that I sit in now, like being my own boss, I can make a lot of money, you know, in the business, way more than I could if I signed to a label.
So you're not looking to go label route. You looking to stay independent and build up.
Yeah, definitely. Unless it's something like super crazy that makes sense, I'm cool with what we doing now. You know.
How do you feel about artists selling their catalog? Because it's some people who are just selling it off in its entirety, and then it's like you giving up a whole body of work, part of your life work, and then it's like some people be like, the music so old, it's not really getting the money that it could. So, you know, like, how do you feel about when people do that? Would you do it?
I mean, I feel like it's lucrative for a lot of people. Like, I think Future might have sold his catalog or something like that. And like an artist like Future, I feel like he gonna make another catalog very quick, and it's gonna be super dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like,
True.
he could do it. Like, he could pop a whole another catalog out. You know what I'm saying? Some people I think is very lucrative for. Some people might just need the money, so they sell it. Like, you know, it's a lot of different reasons why people sell their catalogs. But some of the deals are good, you know.
Would you sell your catalog?
At this point, I'm cool right now.
He said.
He said,
No, that's IP is forever, bro. And when you understand like the way how industry are leveraging off of your brain power, your energy, you moving, you doing, like it's all based off of you and everything that you do.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like the body of work, the IP doesn't live without you. So you understand you got all the power. Why would you hand that shit over to somebody? So I'm in my mind. That's why I asked the question because I'm trying to understand it. But you gave me some clarity. It could be financially beneficial for some people,
Yeah, for sure.
especially
And
if
like
you
some
making a
people,
lot of
like
music.
like a lot of people build up businesses to sell them.
Yeah,
Like that's one of the main reasons why people start businesses. So if you look at
that's
it like
different.
that, like they building their business up, and now this business is worth all these millions of dollars. So we're gonna sell that business and start another one.
Before you said, I never actually looked at, even though I look at everything as a business, I never looked at a catalog as a business.
You
You
know what I'm
know,
saying? I'm not a
yeah.
businessman. I'm a business
Yeah.
man. He been told us.
Yeah, EINs and all. That's crazy.
For sure.
Well, speaking of that, bro, you just recently, not too long ago, did a project with Jay.
Oh, with Rock Nation.
Rock
Yeah.
Nation. Talk about that.
In 2018, I dropped the Think Free with Rock Nation. I was still on dialysis. Project was still good. It was solid. And that's another. That leads back to how relationships are important.
You dropped the
Like,
project while you was on dialysis, bro?
Yeah, I
Bro,
went on
that
the road
shit
while I was
is
on
crazy.
dialysis. Went on tour, did everything.
You
while I
was
on
on tour?
Yeah, man.
Like,
I
people
would,
don't- That's wild.
my dialysis center set it up for me, like routed everything. Like I would like land in Atlanta, do dialysis, do the show, go to the next city. Shout out to Khaled. We was on tour with Beyonce and Khaled was bringing me out, and it was amazing, man. And I didn't only do it for myself, but I did it for everybody else that was on dialysis and going through what I was going through at the time. Like you can live a successful life on dialysis if you listen to the doctors and do everything that you're supposed to do, but it can take a toll on your body. And the best thing for a person on dialysis is a transplant because it doubles your life expectancy. But I wanted to show people, like, listen, I'm still getting to it. I'm still moving around.
That's crazy, bro. Like, I applaud you truly because I used to watch my grandfather go to dialysis and he just be done after. It's like you got to go through this
sometimes
whole
it's
process.
really draining, sometimes.
And you going to go do shows after this?
Yeah, but it's
That's
about knowing your
crazy.
body and knowing what you put into your body, knowing your limits and stuff.
But it's
No,
also
but you
about
clearly taking care of
mindset too,
yourself
though, because
then.
I feel like even though you should know your body, I feel like your mindset just got it, because you gotta have that I'm gonna go get it, that
Yeah, for
killer
sure.
mindset. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Man, I work hard, bro. Sometimes I don't get no sleep at all. Like sometimes I would like lay down for like an hour and then got to get right back up and get to it, and that's after the transplant. Like this present day, that's how I be working. Like
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
That
Even
sound like
today,
my weekend.
bro. But you gotta think, bro. We still in our younger 30s and shit. We still going hard, but. Bro, even today, bro, we started early. We working hour after hour, video after video. You got a little snack. You like, let me get some water, and we back at it. Now we in the studio. It's damn near
Still
midnight.
I don't even know what I did before that and before that. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I was like, free agree. Like, yeah, bro, I'm good. We good. I'm like, damn. That's
But-
gotta be mindset though.
It's
All
definitely
conditioning
a lot of
too, bro.
Conditioning and mindset.
Shows. I'm about to say, people be thinking it's just you hold the mic. Like, nah, bro. Like, I remember when I done seen a few people perform. Like Kanye West probably had one of the wildest. Like he's a artist. He put on a great show. But when I seen Meth perform, bro, like the way he was jumping across the stage, I wasn't
they
expecting
go
none of that,
crazy.
bro. Like
Yeah.
it'd be like they damn near like they athletes, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
One of my favorite concerts of all time, bro. DMX, bro.
Yeah, DMX.
DMX goes stupid, bro.
He really know how to control the crowd, man. Rest in peace to DMX. I had the pleasure of working with him, man. I did a song with him, and he one of them people. Like, you see how I'm calm now. Like Ross, DMX, they always in character. Like DMX, when he was a little late to the studio. Got this too free. What up, my nigga? Ready to do the song, my nigga? Come on, let's go. Ross, he always like boss. What's up? I seen him in Atlanta. This was a long ass time ago. He like free. We about to go get some soul food. Me, Khaled, and them. That's my nigga, man. Like, I fuck with Ross back in the day, like, before his shit really took off like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He always was solid.
So you been coming down this way,
Yeah, for
then.
sure, for
Yeah.
years. Like, I used to come down here and fuck with Po' Boy. Did some shit with Jackie O. I was out here for like months in a row at times, man. And when I first started coming down here, when I made Rock the Mic down here at Circle House. You know, that's when we flew down here to whole state property. We came down here to work on some state property stuff, and Beans and Bleak was working on the album, and like niggas was going out, turning up. I was locked in that studio, man. You know.
So while you was everybody was we in Miami, y'all in Miami.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this when Miami was like Miami.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
feel me? So everybody turned up, man. You mean to tell me you just locked in the studio?
Yeah, I wasn't worried about turning up. I was worried about the turn up later. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just like, I got a different passion for it because this is what I really want to do. Like, a lot of people ain't really want to be rappers. It just happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? They might have had a little bit of skills and, you know, it worked out for them. But this is what I really wanted to do. Like, when they ask you in school what you want to do, I probably said a rap.
So you found enjoyment just like when you in the booth, like that's you having fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I got a question for you. If you wasn't a rapper, if it was anything else that you would see yourself doing, what would it be?
When you in school and they ask you what you want to be, I wanted to be a rapper and an airline pilot.
The airline pilot?
Yeah.
Fly planes.
But now
That's
I'm a
dope.
rapper. I fly as much as an airline pilot.
I'm about to say, you usually find a way to make it work, bro.
Would you ever take classes?
I want to take some classes. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
They got some classes out
I'm
here.
about- It's what? It's 10 bands to get a private pilot license, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to say-
I need to do that before it's all over with.
Yeah. You can see yourself flying some joints, some smaller joints.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I'm
I
scared
used
of
to
that.
really want to do it now, but like, I still want to do it, but you know, I'm not as passionate about it as I was.
So what's next for you, bro? You accomplished a lot, and you still got a lot to give. What's
Man, I'm
next?
going growing Freedom Thinkers Academy. I want Freedom Thinkers Academy to supersede me and be around years and years after I'm gone, man. You know, I want my foundation to continue to help people, continue to bless the community, you know, and continue to offer these opportunities for the young folks.
So, a little bit more about Freedom Thinkers Academy. Is it a foundation or is it's a foundation that provides education material?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, the foundation gonna live forever.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what is the vision for, like, do you see it being like an academy, like an accredited school system?
Most definitely. You know, we want it in all 50 states. Right now, we're in Philadelphia, we're in Delaware. We working out some things so we could go to New York, Detroit. You know, I was just chopping it up with you. You know, God willing, we could put some things together and bring it down here too. You know,
Most
I just
def-
want to grow it. You know,
Are you mainly in physical locations or are you virtual as well?
we're mainly in physical locations right now. You know, we got some virtual access, but we're mainly in physical locations right now.
No, for sure, bro.
I feel like, you know, being able to be there and be hands-on, because like a lot of these things are hands-on, like phlebotomy,
Yeah.
you know, like audio-visual engineering. You want them to be there and be able to actually work on the equipment and, you know.
Most definitely, so they can actually get the certification.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the youth, we need the youth need other options.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Because I feel like, you know, a lot of times the school system don't give the kids enough options to really
Exactly.
make it.
And a lot of people, like I got family members and people that's close to me that went to college, and I don't think one of them is working in the field that they, you know, majored
Went to
in.
school for?
Yeah, and like it's crazy out here, you know.
Right.
A lot of people went to college, graduated, you know, and can't even get jobs, or
Yeah.
got crazy jobs like working at McDonald's and stuff like
And
that.
all debt, like
Nuts.
crazy debt.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts, bro.
That's why I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm a YouTube University boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I went to school, but then I dropped out and went to YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm built
it's
a whole
there for
career
you,
off
man.
it.
If it's there for you,
Yeah.
like now, 2024, whatever knowledge you want is there for you. All you gotta do is seek it. It's there, right at your fingertips.
Do you plan on expanding your you all's curriculum?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, that's the curriculums that we have, but we can do over 100 curriculums.
Most definitely. I deal in the education realm as well,
Mhm.
so hopefully we can do some collaborations.
Yeah,
I
for
actually
sure.
got some things going in Louisiana, Michigan, and we deal in ag and STEM stuff too. So
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm
Yeah.
always looking to collab with somebody who looking to, you know, bring our nation forward, our
Yeah, for
nation as
sure.
a whole, because we still have to share this earth.
Yeah, let's get it, man. I'm definitely, like I said, we trying to grow it. So I definitely look forward to collaborating with you. The reason why we picked those things, because those are all things that's near and dear to my heart, like audio visual engineering, phlebotomy, you know, I was on dialysis. My dad died from dementia. When he was at home, we always had nurses come and drawing his blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not only are they things that's near and dear to me, they're things that's lucrative. You can go right into the workforce and start earning money. You know, so.
And these are jobs that's always going to be needed.
Exactly.
Yes. It making you creating essential workers.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
that's
and they,
necessary.
like when the kids graduate and they have that certification, they feel good about themselves. Like they accomplished something. You know,
Talk to that feeling real quick, bro. Like,
I
when
mean,
you,
it's beautiful,
when you seeing
man.
kids graduate from your program, bro, and you know, you having your kids in this, you know, it's in their names and that. How's that feel? Like,
it's beautiful, man. Like, you know, it's something that I never even thought of. Like, never thought that I would be doing. Like, you know, a lot of these things that, you know, think that I took on when I first started my career, I never would imagine me doing. You know, but when I was faced with these trials and you had to be on dialysis, we took lemons and we turned them into lemonade. And seeing these students graduate, man, sometimes it damn near bring tears in my eyes. They be so happy. Like our first audio visual engineering class, before they graduated, we took them to see the Book of Hove. We took them to Rock Nation. Not only Rock Nation, the label, but Rock Nation Sports. We took them to the clothing line so they could see how a clothing line is ran, how a record label is ran, how a sports enterprise is ran. And, you know, these is things that if I would have had when I was coming up, it would have motivated the hell out of me. Like some of them kids, like I had them on the news talking, and one of the kids was like, yeah, Free took me all over the world. I just took him to New York, but he never been out of Delaware. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it felt to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's an amazing feeling, alhamdulillah, that I'm in position to do that, man. It means a lot to me.
you know what's crazy, bro? Like, we all from the hood, and it's crazy how so many people have never left the hood.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
never left the city where they never left their block. You feel me? So when you hear a kid saying like I traveled the world by him going to New York, that shit really mean a lot because it's grown ass men that have never left the city yet.
I got homies that don't even go downtown Philly. They just stay in North. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And it not only happens in our hoods in America. I was in Saudi Arabia. I was in a city called Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. It's got to be an hour away from Mecca. If I'm mistaken, no more than 2 hours away from Mecca. And I was sitting speaking to some young kids in Jeddah, and you're not Muslim, so you might not know, but the Kaaba is what we pray to. You know, it's the first house of worship, you know, of Abraham, you know, Ibrahim and his son, like, you know, they built it. And it's very, very important to Islam. Like, it's like people here will probably cut your arm off to go there if they could. And this an hour away from where they live, and they never been there. They're like, no, we never been to the Kaaba. We looking at them like, it's y'all, you know, we just flew 14 hours to come over this joint.
Why
like,
is that?
It's just people mindsets. And like, you know, it's the same thing that's happening over here. You know, people, their mindsets are stuck in a certain place.
How important is it to travel? Because I know when I started traveling, it really opened up my mindset to, you see different cultures, different people, different walks of life. You're like, man, this world way bigger than I thought. Like,
yeah, I tell people all the time, man, it's a whole world out here, man. I've been blessed to see so many things and be so many places, man. And all it did was open my eyes and, you know, give me more experiences and make me wiser, man. Like, you know, just being around different people, even just coming down here, like, you know, you see a huge difference from our city. Like, you know, the way people operate, you know, things that they get into is totally different from what we do. So
it's crazy because you ain't really got to be tough everywhere else. Like, it's like when you in the city, right? You got to be so tough and you got to hold your face a certain way. And when you come down here, what's up, man? How you doing, man? You be like,
man,
what's
when I
up,
land
man?
in Philly, when I land in Philly, you put the gorilla suit on.
Yeah.
Man. Like, just be ready.
It's just interesting in order to be able to get your opinion on so many different components. But when it comes to, you know, like you and Islam, how has that been when it comes? How has Islam been when it comes to you developing some of your albums? Has that taken any effect in the way you deal with any of your lyrics?
I mean, I'm Muslim, so Islam is a part of my life, so it comes out in my music, you know, without me even trying. You know, it's just a part of my life, so I rap about my life, you know, so it comes out.
And it's interesting because it don't sound like when he mentioned it, it's not like it's not like a preaching moment. It's just like you just like this is what I'm doing. You feel me?
It's because it's incorporated into your life, so it's an everyday thing.
Exactly. It's
Look,
not
before we leave,
overbearing, you know. It's just
Before we leave, can we get your? Who your top 5 that are alive, bro?
top 5 dead or alive.
Yeah, right now, bro.
Dang, right now.
That's a hard one.
That's hard. That's real hard, man.
Cause you be around everybody, so I just need to know how you feeling. Like, you
I would say Jay, Pac, Big, Nas. Jay, Pac, Big. They all throwbacks. Jay, Pac, Big, Nas, and I gotta give it to Beans.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But one of my one of my real favorite rappers is Petey Crack. Like Petey Crack is amazing. He got so much new work. I can't wait till y'all hear it, man. Yeah, and Young Chris crazy with it too.
Yeah.
You know, like that's why like being a part of State Property and them studio sessions, it was like sparring with samurais, man. You know.
Speaking of Petey Crack, like, you know what's crazy? Petey Crack, one of the first people to ever, like, even before I was signed with Gilly and them, Petey Crack was the first artist to ever reach back out to me and give me a shot, like to shoot some videos back in the day, years and years ago.
Crack
So shout out
solid,
to
man.
Crack.
That's my brother, man.
For sure.
We just performed at Lit in AC last weekend. It was crazy. We shut it down.
It's
Yeah,
crazy how you got to leave your city, but your city is what make you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like same thing, I moved, but if it wasn't for the support that I had back home, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And I know it's probably the same for both
But
of y'all.
it's something about when you leave, you doing your thing, and you
They
come
support
back.
you when you
Oh, yeah,
leave. It's
you
crazy.
ball.
It's crazy. Like while you there, they were like, "Oh, you're just Tyrone up the block."
Right.
No, the moment you move out,
That's a fact.
everybody love everything you doing. But Free, real quick before we close out, if any people are in those areas and they're looking to get any of their children enrolled in the schools, is it possible? And if so, can you tell them how?
Yeah, most definitely. Just go to the website. It's freedomthinkers.academy. And, you know, we refresh the information and update it all the time.
And one more time, please tell them when the album dropped.
The album is coming in June. Get ready for it.
Yes. And that, yeah, I'm about to say that's everything. Because, we everybody know your socials. We ain't got to do that.
For those that don't know, my Instagram is at Philly Freeway. My Twitter is at Philly Freezer. Facebook is Philadelphia Freeway.
Most definitely, bro. And this has been another great episode of Capital Gains Podcast. If I don't shout Day out, she probably going to hit me when I leave. So, shout out to Daydreams. It's official trust fund, baby, and you already know.
And one more thing before
Yes,
we
sir.
go, bro. Like, you really a diamond in the rough, man. Just spending time with you today, I got so much knowledge from you, man. You know, and you know, still sharp and still. You know, you got to be a sponge when you're around certain people, man, because you can always get knowledge. Every day is about gaining more knowledge. You know?
Most definitely.
No, I appreciate that, bro. And it's funny because, you know, when we first met, like, I think it was on the you did a feature with Ape Gang Garcia, I believe.
Yeah, I remember
And,
that. Shout out Garcia too. That's
yeah,
my brother.
and I
How
did
long
the-
ago was that when y'all first met?
That was
Years,
years
bro.
years
It
ago.
had to be over 7 years, bro. Like a minute ago.
Mhm.
And it's funny how, like, when I first met you, bro, you were just, cause like you was like my first big like artist feature type. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm
for
like,
sure.
damn, I'm about to shoot a Freeway joint today. Like, yeah, I'm from Philly, so you know it's like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, I'm about to shoot Freeway today. And when you came, you was like just so chill and cool. I'm like, nigga, you like one of the homies type shit. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy how, like, you know, when you meet certain people, you expect certain things, and sometimes they just be super real, super dope, man.
When I say Beans was the same way when I met him, bro.
Yeah.
He's super chill, bro.
No, Beans a real one. That's my brother, man.
Yeah, shout out to Beans, man.
So,
Nah, yeah, we appreciate you, bro. You already know it's Peter Parker, CEO of Digital Billionaires, man.
Yep. Oh, shout out my bro, Carlito Bagate in the building. You know, he on the side. We got a single dropping next week. It's called Hustler's Checklist. Make sure y'all check for that, John. It's fire. He another artist from Philly doing his thing.
most
Philly
definitely.
in the
Bro.
motherfucking building. You hear me?
And that's a wrap. We out.